You won't believe it. His legs lost badly to four wheels, but just as he was about to be overtaken, Forrest made a magical turn onto a football field. His speed was so impressive that the coach was left shocked and almost dropped his jaw. Just a local dumb runner, and that's that. Somehow, the coach took a liking to him, and he waltzed into college, spending most of his college days just hanging out, and the math failed him, but he knew when run was shouted, he'd sprint, ignoring all else. And just like that, he leveraged his talent to score championship after championship. What a running genius. Everyone thought he was just a goofy kid, but little did they know he was a secret jerk runner, dazzling everyone with his crazy skills on the team. He even got invited to the All-American team. Even the president wanted to shake his hand. Before meeting the president, Gump gulped 15 sodas out of thirst, bubbling when shaking hands. And thus, he graduated to his mom's joy equivalent to a national holiday. On the same day, he also received his enlistment, but before he could leave, he had to meet someone important, but while he was waiting, he stumbled upon some dude was getting cozy with Jenny in a car, and thinking he was bullying her, furious, he stormed over. Then came a classic street fight. The dude left fuming, while in his heart, Arnie thought, Jenny is an undefeated goddess to me. He would never permit anyone to bully her. The following day, he embarked on a new journey only to discover nobody was willing to sit with him on the bus, but luckily he found Bubba, just like the day he met Jenny. But Bubba and Arnie had similar IQ, birds of a feather. They became instant bros. Bubba's family made their living on shrimp, so his dream was to buy a shrimp boat after serving and catch shrimp for a living. Thus Arnie was blurred into becoming a soldier, happily embracing tough training. Subtitles, because all he needed to do was simply obey orders. As for Bubba, shrimp represented his unwavering belief, and Arnie also possessed that simple yet resolute feeling. Bubba believed in shrimp, Arnie and Jenny. Suddenly, he saw his roommate hand him a magazine. He flipped it open and whoa! Jenny's photo jumped right at him, suddenly inspired. He was determined to find her. He followed the address in the mag and found Jenny at a theater. But oh snap. She was being hit on by a stagehand. Feeling miffed, Arnie dashed up and gave the guy a dose of reality. Who bullies Jenny, right? Unfortunately, Arnie's heroic move got Jenny fired. Haunted by the shadows of her childhood, she attempted to break free from her past. Yet fate appeared unsympathetic as she was about to turn and leave. Subtitles, Arnie shouted, "Will you promise me one thing, okay? If there's trouble, don't think about being brave, just run for it, okay?" Those words became a mantra for him. And so, they faded away from each other's lives once again. Soon after, Arnie and Bubba found themselves on the battlefield. They met Lieutenant Dan, a genuine soldier by blood. His family gave their all for the country every generation. Everybody revered him, and he longed to give his life like his ancestors did. However, Lieutenant Dan never saw it coming. Arnie was about to change the course of his fate. Dolphin beep sound inflatable. You know we're partners, right? Because we keep an eye on Arnie. I have a burning question, wanna go shrimping together? So, Bubba and Arnie made a pact. After the war, they'd buy a boat and sleep under the stars. If they got hungry, they'd catch some shrimp. Arnie thought it was a killer plan and made a mental note, even though life on the battlefield was rough. However, Arnie consistently and joyfully wrote letters to Jenny every single day, never missing one. For some reason, he never got a reply, and one day while patrolling, bam! War broke out and chaos ensued. Out of options, Lieutenant Dan shouted, "Retreat." Hearing that, Arnie thought of Jenny's command and took off running. The only thing she told him was to run when in danger. He was running like the wind, but then remembered Bubba was still out there, so he decided to turn back. On the way, he saw an injured soldier. His kindness prevented him from ignoring it, so he rescued him to safety. But the soldiers he found on the way were popping up like whack-a-moles, and he just kept saving them, yet still couldn't find Bubba. Subtitles. Just when he went back again, he finally found Lieutenant Dan injured. He had thought he could be a war hero. But Arnie wouldn't accept Dan's refusal and insisted on saving him, crushing Dan's dreams of dying a glorious warrior death. Those idiots are dragging me out. And what about all those airstrikes? Get lost now. Good grief, this is an order. I've got to find Bubba. Just before the airstrike hit, Arnie managed to rescue Bubba from the inferno. But Bubba was badly wounded, whispering, "I wanna go home." Subtitles: Arnie lost his best friend Bubba forever and was hospitalized for a hip injury. Little did he know, had run into Dan again here, but sadly discovered that Dan had lost both his legs due to the war. From then on, he could never step on the battlefield again to claim his glory as a fallen hero, and he pinned the blame on Arnie. This is Dad. Thanks for watching our story, and don't forget to like and subscribe.